I call the Aleppo Township Workshop Meeting of November 9th, 2020 to order at 7 o'clock. We'll forego the pledge since we're not meeting in person. Roll call, please.
Jones?
Present.
Vice President Williams? Don't see him yet. Commissioner Dara?
Present.
Commissioner Richard?
Present.
And Commissioner Haluka cannot be here tonight.
Solicitor Stone.
Oh, Solicitor Stone. Hey, Harlan, sorry.
I'm here.
Mr. Solicitor, would you like to again repeat the fact that we're meeting remotely?
Sure. So we continue to meet under the guidelines established by the governor and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania with respect to guidelines for public meetings during the COVID crisis. And we've advertised those meetings as being partially held or completely held by electronic means. In the past, we've held a couple of meetings in person, but we, in light of the uptick in cases in the county recently and some other personal situations, we are going to opt for a remote meeting tonight. It's my understanding that it has been advertised and posted on our website, and the rules for public participation have also been posted. So if anybody chooses to participate, they know how to do so. So I think that's an appropriate way to summarize our situation.
Thank you very much. Do I hear a motion to approve the October 19th legislative meeting minutes?
Move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion approved. Old business. Gwen, the 2021 budget update, please.
The budget, the 2021 budget is almost, the draft is almost complete. The goal is for you to receive it at the meeting next week. So I met with George briefly today, and we're going to meet with Clay, the other member of our budget finance committee. We'll meet at the end of this week, and a draft will be given to the commissioners at next week's meeting, which will also be via Zoom. So you will be given it before the meeting for next week, with the goal of adoption at the December legislative meeting. We have some advertising that we have to do because it's adopted by ordinance. So that's the goal. You'll be getting the draft of the budget next week, and then you'll have a month to comment and give us some feedback before the adoption in December.
Thank you, Gwen. New business, upcoming land development, Lindy Gass.
So there's a land development application that went to the Planning Commission, and it was reviewed and recommended to be approved. Lindy Gas is a business at 503 North Drive here in the industrial park, and they are looking to expand their operations. They're in a building now, and they have 1/3 of it. They just leased the second third, and now they're about to, in the next year, hopefully take over the final third of the building. And so what they're doing is expanding their outdoor operations, places for tanks and storage, and making sure that they have fencing and adequate access around the perimeter of the building for emergency vehicles. So you'll be getting that. You have some information in your packet tonight, and they will be on the Zoom meeting next week making their presentation to the board for approval.
Thank you. The upcoming conditional use hearing, Trapezzano.
So we have it was a very busy planning commission this week, and we have, a busy planning commission this week, and we have, Trapezzano has submitted 2 different applications. They have submitted a subdivision application, and they've submitted a conditional use application to amend the original conditional use permissions that they have. And so there will be 2 applications coming toward you for approval next week. One of them requires a conditional use hearing, so we'll have a court reporter. And then the other one, the subdivision, could only happen after the conditional use would be approved, because you can't subdivide until all the other conditions are met. So that is what you're going to be getting, other things you're going to be having next week for approval.
what is the change in the conditional use?
There are multiple garages and a house on the property, and they are seeking a change in the conditional use permission to allow one of the garages that is currently an accessory to the house to be an accessory, not to the house, but to a different, the garage in the other commercial garage. And I think Harlan has some legal stuff that we need to learn about that. So we will be ducking into an executive session after the regular business here, so he can update you on some of the legalities of that.
Okay, thank you.
Any other new business? Gwen, do we have notice that any citizens are participating?
I do not have any citizen emails coming through or calls coming through. That was not a citizen, so.
So we will leave this meeting and go into an executive session at 7:06.